Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to go through Etsy product research. So let's find some winning products. This is the no BS approach, okay? Let's get into it. Let's dive right in here on the computer. We're going to look at what it takes to make a product, identifying the product, what are we looking for on the website to know it's a winning product, how do we source creating that product, what type of product is that, and is it feasible, something that you can make and get out the door for your customer. Now, without further ado, first and foremost, you're going to want to sign up for EverBee. It can be a free tool. There are paid versions, of course. You're going to want to add that Chrome extension. Let's dive right into it. Right off the bat, what kind of products do we want to look at? Really quickly, I have a 16-month-old son. So let's look at gifts for kids. Okay, quite simple search term. We're going to go right into it. Okay, so right off the bat, I love this new feature. They put the information right below the products. I don't even waste my time anymore. I just look at these really quickly. You can scroll through and see what is working and what is not working. So we have a blanket. We have an LED type of drawing board that looks really complicated. Got another blanket. Okay, now are these ads? Okay, that's an ad. That's an ad. This top line is all ads. Okay, so those are paid placements. Here we have a wooden sign, busy board, super nice looking product. We're gonna keep going, not sure what that is. Here we have another LED sign. Okay, here we have like a wooden slingshot with felt balls. That's a really cool product. I like that one. We're gonna open that and we're gonna see what else we got. Another light. Okay, so we can see right off the bat, it's telling us here monthly sales, how many views, conversion rates, how old are these listings. Okay, so you can scroll through and kind of pick this way. Just see what piques your interest and will we be able to recreate that. Here's an ornament. That looks like a really nice ornament, although the price doesn't seem like it's a premium product. We'll put that one over there as well. Right away, something that's jumping out at me here, 800 sales in 4 months. Wow, that product's doing really well. We're gonna open that one. Okay, so now we kind of went through, we picked out some that appeal to you. We'll be able to verify if those are good products when we go into the listings. Really quickly, another way you can skip this step if you want to, just go right here to product and analytics, let it run its report, and it's going to give you everything on that page right here in a list. Okay, right off the bat, I only look at last month. Okay, I don't ever really pay attention to total sales. I want to know what's selling right now. What's currently a hot product now? It was a hot product 5 years ago. Shop name really is irrelevant to me. Price point maybe can matter. Total reviews I don't care so much about. Total favorites I definitely don't care about. Total views not so much. Category nah. Average reviews nah. What's really important to me is listing age. Most important in my opinion. So let's make sure that makes it onto our page. The other information is not so important to me. Conversion rate is okay. First thing I look at is sales in the last month. So what's trending, what's doing well right now, and we're gonna organize all of our data by that. Okay, right off the bat, personalized name tote. Okay, they're telling us this product is doing super well. Lots of sales in the last month. This product's only 6 months old, so relatively new product, doing really well. Conversion rate, it's estimating at 3.94%. I don't think they can 100% accurately calculate conversion rate with this tool, although I think they can come close. They're gonna consider listing views, reviews, and I'll get into it. What I think they're doing is they're looking at reviews for this product compared to total reviews and then understanding that's kind of like your conversion rate, but that's just me. Anyway, I obviously am not a EverBee spokesperson. If you have a question, please ask them. So this is how I use it. So right off the bat, we got a lot of sales, 6 months. We got the second product, 2,600 sales, and the listing age is 4 months old. So that product is rocking. 2,300, 6 months, 1,900, 13 months. That's an older product. Not even really going to look at that. 1,600, 8 months, 1,500, 2 months. That's a really rocking brand new product. So that would spark my interest. So I believe we can go over here, view on Etsy, and that should open it in a new tab, and then we'll go back here. Okay, next one that is rocking. Let's see, 22 months. That's a bit of an establishment right here. 900 sales in 1 month. That product is rocking. Why is that? Let's find out. Okay, this product, the H that really stood out to me in the last window, also rocking. Blankets are rocking. Let's look at the products. All right, so we picked some products. Here we go. Okay, this is custom name toddler purse. Okay, super cute product here. They're using the thick yarn rope style embroidery. So right off the bat, things to look for in 20 plus carts. Okay, product's doing well. We have a bestseller logo. Obviously EverBee is telling us this is a great product, but let's verify it. Okay, reviews for this item, 85 reviews, and this store has a total 5,000 reviews. I'm sorry, sales. It has a total of 130 sales. It has a total of 130 reviews, and 85 of them are for this item. So this is their bread and butter. This product right now is going crazy. Now, I'm assuming you probably need an embroidery machine to make that. The embroidery doesn't look super complex. I'm not an expert on embroidery machines by any means. I'm not sure if it requires a special one to use this really thick, puffy style yarn. Let's see if they give us any details about how they're making this product. Custom crocheted name. Again, I'm not an expert on how to make this product, but a lot of times YouTube can help you. I've done this in the past. So if you go to youtube.com and you want to
imagine being able to build an app with your
So if you go to youtube.com, be sure to smash the like and subscribe button on this video and the channel. If you want more Etsy shop information, see what's going on, projects here, small business, videos like that. But let's see here. How to crochet custom name on backpack. Is it gonna work? Oh, look at that. Does that not look exactly like that backpack? How to crochet letters. So there's tons of videos out here already on how to do this. There's somebody who's doing it, learning how to do it by hand. You have to decide the easiest way to do it. It's that easy. How do you crochet letters into a blanket? You're gonna have to decide what's worth your time and the investment. So back to that product. What are they selling for? Okay, well, let's move on to the next product while that's loading in the background. Build a snowman Play-Doh jar. Okay, build a snowman sensory kit for kids. Build a snowman. So what do we get here? Let's read the description. This dough jar kit, one snowman jar kit, accessory color, container, homemade dough. Okay, so they're really smart. They're not using the word, oh, they do use Play-Doh. It might be a trademark term we'd have to look at, but they use the word dough mostly, so we'll see. You would have to check on that, or how Play-Doh spells Play-Doh. I'm not 100% sure to sell something like this. They have a bunch of warnings about shipping. Please note ingredients and care. Okay, so it's a homemade dough, so we'd have to look up online how to make your own Play-Doh. So really quickly, how to make Play-Doh at home. Let's just do it on YouTube. How to make Play-Doh. Right off the bat, you can do that. It's going to show you how to make Play-Doh. Now we just got to look like, can we piece together this kit and is it worth it for the price? So let's see. Here it tells me they have one flat rate of $8.65. Now, are they charging shipping? I'm going to assume yes at that price point. $4.99, of course they are. Shipping is probably a wash. They're making about $8.65. Now you'd have to source your materials. Buttons and beads are probably really cheap. You can buy them at a local craft store, local supply shop. Even Amazon probably has a lot of these things. So you would just want to shop around and piece together your kit. I know they call them jars, but I'm assuming they're probably plastic, but maybe they're glass. So again, probably like a local shop. Walmart might even have it. They even tell you how much. It's one 4.5 ounce nugget of Play-Doh, so you have an idea of how much to make it. Again, this product was brand new. This shop is relatively new, and it's doing really well. So this is actually something you could probably bring to market. It's a little bit late in the season right now. You might not be able to squeeze a sale out of it, but you can be ready for it next year. They do a really nice job on this product. You can see review photos, what customers are doing with it. Looks good. Looks good. Absolutely looks good. Let's move on to the next product. Or let's see if this came back. Okay, so variations, they're selling no name. So right off the bat, the no name option is the low cost to get the buyers to click. So Etsy's gonna advertise your lowest cost first, but anything with a name is $19. Okay, so now we would wanna see, can we find one of these bags? Corduroy kids back or sling? I don't know what it's called. Let's see. Oh, look at that. I found it. So where can we find these for cheap? Just for example here, they're selling for 10 bucks a piece on Walmart's website. You might be able to shop around. I see something here. Ni Hao Wholesale. $2, $3 a piece. So there's probably options out there for wholesale. You might have to import that, but that would severely bring your costs down. And then you just have to put the names on there. So if you're selling those by hand, we're going to follow that YouTube video. That's how you bring that product to market. So let's say you're able to import them for like $5 a piece. You just have to figure out how long it's going to take you to crochet that yourself. Obviously the multicolor looks really nice, probably expensive. Oh, it's the same price. So yarn goes, I'm guessing it's not that expensive, and they're still charging shipping. So shipping, you're not losing anything on. You know, you're looking at $6, maybe $7 in materials. If you first start out with buying them on Walmart and they're $10 a piece, you're going to make a few dollars each. Obviously you're going to really hit that profitable area when you buy them in bulk and import them. But here you go. This is an exact way to decide if you're going to do a product. It's winning. It's selling right now. It's a newer product. So again, it should work next year as well. You don't want to invest your time on something that's at the end of its product lifestyle. It's becoming a commodity, no longer a trend. You want to be prepared for next year. Now, something like this can go along all year long, birthday gifts, things like that as well. All right, so we looked at the snowman. That's good. Here's one that I really liked. I thought this is a really cool product. These felt balls, I would assume you probably can just order these on Amazon, something like that. Making the slingshot, I guess you could cut it by hand, cut it with like a scroll saw, bandsaw maybe, just sand them, they're ready to go. You might be able to source your materials. Let's see, includes a target and a bag. Pretty nice. Let's look at the pricing here. Now, Wool Jamboree. So this is an established shop with a winning product. So this is gonna be a make-it-yourself product, felt balls. Let's do a quick Google search on that. Okay, you can buy felt balls. How to make felt balls. Here you go. Here's a video on how to make them. So it looks like probably a decent amount of work as you would imagine, but you could make your own. Now the slingshots. You can make those absolutely yourself in wood shop or slingshot wooden. Okay, I don't know, that looks oddly close enough, almost identical. So maybe they're out there, you can source them. Maybe your handmade portion is making this rubber band portion, piecing it together. You cut some of the leather or pleather yourself, put it together. Maybe you make your own wool balls. Maybe you source it and hand put together the kit in your own special way, plus make your own custom target for them. But it looks like this could be a great product. It's doing well currently. It's in 20 plus carts, 40 reviews for this item alone, and I believe listing age, this has been around for 10 months. So 100 sales in 10 months, you're looking at 10 sales a month. You know, let's see, price wise, slingshot with ammo, $19. That's most likely, spray with catnip. That's pretty fun. Keep the cats busy. I didn't even read that pet catnip toy. So again, pricing strategy, they're selling ammo only for $9. So it looks, it's relatively a lower price on the page. Get your customers to click and bring them to your listing. But looks like a great product. Obviously, of course, find a way to make it unique in your own. They show a bunch of colors. Maybe you add that in the personalization. Leave your color choices here. Yeah, so that's kind of fun. Pick your color choice right there and create a product. Let's look at the next one. Okay, this is more of your print-on-demand style product. We have a family Christmas ornament. Reviews for this item, 156 out of the store's 2,000, so it carries some weight. This store's been around for 2.5 years, getting good reviews. It looks good here. Circle glass, circle acrylic. I mean, this has like a chiseled edge, but those don't look like they have a chiseled edge. So I don't know, we can read here, UV printing. This looks like a print-on-demand product to me all day long. So that's a whole separate video. We can get into print-on-demand. Basically, you're gonna make design templates. You can use Photoshop, Canva, anything like that. You create an account on a print-on-demand supplier's website, Printify, for example, and then you receive an order with the personalization information. You go into your design file template, you put in the customer's name and personalization information text, save your file. You go into Printify, you add the ornament to your cart, and you place the design on there, and you sync it with Etsy, so it pulls the customer's data and it takes that order and ships it to them. It works a good amount of time. You probably will have minimal issues. Sometimes print on demand will make mistakes. Usually you just have to submit pictures to them and make a claim. It gets difficult and tricky when you want to keep your customer happy in the process, and margins can be really tight, so a mistake can really make you go upside down on a product print on demand, but you're just hoping to make that up in volume. They did get an Etsy's pick logo here, so Etsy loves this product. It's promoting it. It's creating buyer trust when you win that logo. It's in 20 plus carts. They've got it on sale, of course, always looks good. So this product product looks good if you want to go print on demand. Print on demand products require a lot of work on the computer, where these other products we were looking at, you're making them yourself. So you have to decide which one you want to do. Personally, I like making products. Print on demand, it's fun. It's a different animal. And we'll do another video one day. We'll go into print on demand products and what it takes to really be successful with it. A lot of times they're really painted out to be glorified and like this amazing product and so passive. It's a lot of work and it's a lot of customer service, and people don't always tell you about that. They just want to look like they know that these are magic words, keywords that get everybody to click, and like, oh, they paint this, you know, utopian life of print on demand is just lying in your pocketbook all day long. And it's difficult. It's really difficult. You can make some money with it, no doubt, but it's a lot of work. So we'll get into those details in another video. Let's look at our next winning product. This one I really like. Okay, 4-month-old product, 882 sales, in demand, 17 people bought it in 24 hours. Can you imagine? Right now, you wake up, 17 of these, you got to get out the door. So that's pretty cool. So let's take a look. We just have a name. The name looks Cricut style vinyl, and we have letters. Now, these letters, most likely you can purchase them pre-made. You of course can make them yourselves, and they're turning them into a piggy bank. Let's take a look. Letter piggy bank, clear. There we go. They are right here on Amazon, $19. Probably not profitable at that dollar amount, but let's see. All right, let's pick our letter and font. Okay, so they're selling it at the same exact price as Amazon, so this is not going to be your supplier, but these are the exact letters. I mean, look at them. The cutouts look exactly the same. I think the hardware is even the same. Can we get a bigger? Oh no, these have Phillips screws. The other one has maybe a Torx or Star style screw. They look identical. Okay, so these are probably a mass market item. You could make them yourselves, most likely laser cut. The box itself, CNC router to cut out the wooden letter and do all of that work, and then a laser to cut your acrylic cover. Now, this is a Cricut style vinyl. You really quickly can run that through a Cricut Silhouette machine, Graphtec plotter if you have a little bit fancier equipment, and you're just going to put that sticker on there really quickly, have it cut it out, get your transfer tape, and apply the name on there. So customers purchasing here, they're just picking the font style, your letter, the font that they want on it, sending off their order. Now, free shipping on this product. So you can bring this product to market. You just really need to find these letters. It could be like a local store has them. Wooden Alphabet, Sun Skies, wholesale. If this is real, now let's check sizing here. Sun Sky. So of course, an importing product. I've never seen a website like this, but I know everyone can check Alibaba, AliExpress, the infamous buy everything for a penny website that actually costs you a lot more money than that. But yeah, we have this product right here. So here you go. Shipping costs $10. So roughly, let's say you can import them for $12, $13 and turn around. You're going to put a little vinyl on them. Not going to be very expensive. That's going to cost you pennies. No pun intended. Ship it off to the customer. So shipping though is expensive on that. That's probably going to cost you $5, $6 in shipping. So if you're buying them at $13 and paying $5 or $6 on shipping, it's going to be really hard to be competitive with that pricing. So this product would be a bit more difficult to get into. You're going to have to do some more research or some sourcing on creating the letters, or if you're super involved, make your own letters. You could probably do it for pretty cheap. I don't know. That's how you do it. That's pretty much it. We ran through a bunch right there. The only thing we didn't do is a digital style product. Another one of those like passive products that's just gonna print money for you while you sit back and take a nap. But let's look. Download. Type in the right box. Okay, download. Really quickly, we're gonna just skip that, get right to the good juicy information. Let's turn up our sales. Let's look at our listing age. 2-month product, sold 1,500 times. Okay, it's printing money for this person, let's be honest. 300 plus charming Christmas. Maybe this is like making a piece of content that goes viral. You just have a breakout product that does really well for you. Some of these are doing extremely well, but 60,000 pieces, like can you imagine building that to just bring it to the market? I mean, it's gonna spend the entire year building something to try to bring it to the market. Let's look at this right off the bat. A Christmas PNG. Okay, so basically this looks like a print-on-demand style image that they are just selling to other sellers. They're gonna download that, put it on a sweatshirt, and try and sell you the sweatshirt. So that's how they're making their money on this one. Of course, sales are through the roof. Like I said, people are just taking this image and making print-on-demand out of it. So it's working for them. So it is possible. I've tried a few digital products. It's very difficult. I think that is like the more at bats, the more chances of hitting a home run. So you're just gonna put out a bajillion digital download products and just hope that one takes off, and just really the algorithm loves it. You know, it's really like, I don't know, I've never really posted a lot of TikTok content, but I would imagine like a TikTok video that goes viral, you just put out a million of them and hope that one does well and connects with your audience. And that's pretty much what's happening here. I don't know if they're leveraging paid ads or anything like that, but that's how we can look here. Retro, see, this is cheating. You want to be careful for this. Retro Grinch, they put retro Grint. Okay, they're avoiding the copyright. Grinch is a savage on here. I don't know who owns it, Disney maybe or something. Whoever owns Grinch, they come in here and they wipe out everybody with Grinch stuff. Don't even mess around with trademarks. They look like wins, but this product's been up for 1 month. This store's only been around for 1 year, and they're playing a dangerous game, you know, by trying to go around the system, misspelling it, green mean guy. Up to you. If you're really in this to make a living for you, your family, support it long term and grow, you're gonna want to do business properly. Although stuff like this can sell and make you some money, in my opinion, it's not worth the risk. You really just put the effort in, find something creative and unique, make that product, and do something that is long term, you know, has the long term best interest for you and your family in mind, and your business. You know, you can see it, but it's breaking news headlines when other businesses are copying another business. They're getting sued and all kinds of stuff. So just don't get into it. You're gonna get strikes on your store, you're gonna get shut down, and then you won't be able to use the platform anymore, and that would be disappointing. So put the work in, find those products. You can see here again, Grinch. Somehow this one has been around for a long time, but don't fall victim into it. At least I have never given into it. I try to really play it safe. What's this one? Here you go, faceless portrait. Now this looks like a really good product. Okay, now this one's been up for a long time. 34 months, 300 sales. Okay, so they're getting like roughly 100 sales a year. Okay, whatever that comes out to, 8 sales a month, something like that. Faceless portrait print. What are we doing here? So we have 3 levels, varying levels of art style. Obviously a cartoon effect. So AI art effect. Is this a Photoshop thing? Built-in filter? Is this I'm not 100% sure. I know there are ways to do this. We could actually, again, let's go here. How to turn photo into cartoon art. There we go. So we got a varying styles of art. These are using Canva. This one is using ChatGPT. This one looks like, is that Procreate? Yep, Procreate. So there's a lot of different tools out there that you can use. Just follow one of these tutorials and then you can offer a product like that to a customer. So people just submit you their photos and you can turn it into a cartoon for them and send it back to them. Let's see. Send your photo via Etsy messages. I'll get your photo turned into something. Digital file only. No physical item will be shipped. So typically when a customer buys a digital download product like this, Etsy presents a file to them. They can click download. There's some gray area with a product like this. Oh, this does say shipping. Okay, so they're not outsmarting it. Sometimes people will make a product like this where you just download like an instruction sheet and then you still send them their product behind the scenes. Now a product like this, when you go to market ship, you would just have to click the button. This item doesn't have tracking, and you would email them their file and then close out the order that way through your order queue. I would say they're doing it the right way. This is the right way to do this. It's kind of working around the system if you just give them a digital download and they click download on it, get like an instruction sheet and not the actual product. I believe that is against the terms and service or policy. So you're going to want to do it this way and make sure that you mark it shipped or this item doesn't have tracking. All right, so that's it for today. Thank you for joining me. We really quickly ran through some products, what's trending on Etsy. In the future, I'll be posting videos doing a deep dive on bringing a product to life, whether it's a product you make yourself, a product we're using Cricut or Silhouette, a print-on-demand product, and all the way through uploading that onto Printify and how to manage that through your dashboard, and then maybe even digital downloads. We can show you exactly how to bring one to life, how to manage that, how to deal with the customers. A lot of times people just glorify these types of products to you and they're not actually telling you what it's like. How do you manage that entire workflow with the paying customer? I mean, that's why you are a business and you are an Etsy shop, and that is a huge portion of it. It's not just create these products and you just sit on the gold mine and people just pay you and there's nothing to worry about. We'll go through the real details, the details that a lot of other people leave behind, and they just get you to click on that clickbait because they're using fancy words like print on demand and digital downloads. We're going to show you how to actually run a shop, actually make money for you and your family, and how to support yourself and make a living off of this. Thank you.